Welcome, dear listeners, to our show, where we delve into the fascinating realms of ancient civilizations. Today, we embark on a journey through the sands of time to explore the captivating world of ancient Egyptians. As we venture into this mystical land, I invite you to imagine the scorching desert sun beating down upon your skin, the majestic pyramids towering above, and the life-giving waters of the Nile River flowing gently through the landscape. As we begin our exploration, let us travel back in time to the dawn of ancient Egyptian civilization, which emerged around 3100 BCE. During the Proto-Dynastic period, it was an era marked by the unification of Upper and Lower Egypt under the first pharaoh, Narmer, also known as Menes. This pivotal moment in history took place in the city of Memphis, situated near modern-day Cairo, where the Nile River fans out into the Mediterranean Sea. As we wander through the ancient streets of Memphis, we find ourselves surrounded by the bustling activity of a newly formed capital. The air is thick with the smells of fresh bread, roasting meats, and the acrid tang of copper smelting. We see artisans at work, crafting intricate hieroglyphs on stone and papyrus, while priests and priestesses tend to the sacred temples, offering sacrifices to the gods. During this period, the Egyptians developed a complex system of writing, which would eventually give rise to the beautiful hieroglyphics that adorn the walls of their temples and tombs. We see the early stages of this writing system in the ceremonial palettes, such as the Narmer palette, which dates back to around 3100 BCE. This remarkable artifact, discovered in the Temple of Horus at Hierakonpolis, depicts the unification of Egypt and showcases the earliest forms of hieroglyphic writing. As we explore the early history of ancient Egyptians, we find ourselves in the midst of a vibrant culture where mythology and religion played a central role. The gods and goddesses of the Egyptian pantheon, such as Ra-Tor, Isis, and Osiris, were revered and worshipped in elaborate rituals and ceremonies. We see the precursors to the Great Pyramids, the Step Pyramids, rising from the desert sands, such as the Step Pyramid of Djoser at Saqqara, built around 2650 BCE. As we conclude our journey through the earliest history of ancient Egyptians, we find ourselves on the cusp of a new era, one that would see the rise of great pharaohs, the construction of monumental architecture, and the development of a rich cultural heritage. Welcome back to our journey through the captivating world of ancient Egyptians. As we leave behind the earliest origins of this fascinating civilization, we now find ourselves on the threshold of an era that would see the rise of some of the most remarkable achievements in human history. This was a time when the ancient Egyptians reached the pinnacle of their power and influence, crafting a legacy that would endure for millennia. As we step into this magnificent period, which spanned from approximately 2613 to 2181 BCE. During the Old Kingdom, we are immediately immersed in an era of unparalleled architectural innovation. The Great Pyramids, those majestic wonders of the ancient world, began to pierce the desert skies. The most famous among them, the Pyramid of Giza, built for Pharaoh Khufu around 2580 BCE, stands as a testament to the ingenuity and skill of the ancient Egyptian architects and engineers. Let us imagine ourselves standing before this colossal structure, feeling the rough limestone beneath our fingertips, and marveling at the precision with which each block was placed. The pyramid's base, a perfect square aligned almost perfectly with the four cardinal directions, stretches across over 13 acres, while its original height of approximately 481 feet made it the tallest man-made structure in the world for over 3,800 years. This era also saw the emergence of some of the most fascinating figures in ancient Egyptian history. Pharaoh Sneferu, who ruled from around 2600 to 2575 BCE, is notable not only for his military campaigns, but also for his architectural endeavors, including the construction of the Bent Pyramid and the Red Pyramid at Dashur. His son, Khufu, as mentioned, oversaw the building of the Great Pyramid of Giza, one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. As we delve deeper into this period, we find a society that was deeply rooted in tradition yet incredibly innovative. The art of mummification reached new heights, with techniques becoming more sophisticated to ensure the deceased could thrive in the afterlife. The process, which involved removing internal organs, including the brain, and treating the body with natron to prevent decay, was believed necessary for the Ka to return to the body. The city of Memphis, with its strategic location near modern-day Cairo, continued to flourish as a center of politics, culture, and religion. The priests of Ptah, the god of creation and craftsmanship, played significant roles in both religious and secular affairs, reflecting the intertwined nature of spirituality and governance in ancient Egyptian society. As we explore this magnificent era, we come across accounts that highlight the Egyptians' profound understanding of the cosmos and their place within it. For instance, the Edwin Smith Papyrus, which dates back to around 1600 BCE, but is believed to be based on material from as early as 3000 BCE, contains the oldest known surgical treatise and demonstrates a sophisticated grasp of human anatomy. This period was also marked by significant advancements in literature and wisdom. The pyramid texts found within the pyramids of Saqqara provide invaluable insights into ancient Egyptian theology and funerary practices, while compositions like the Maxims of Ptahhotep offer guidance on ethics and governance, showcasing a society concerned with justice, morality, and the well-being of its members. As we near the end of our exploration of this remarkable era, we reflect on the legacy that the ancient Egyptians have left us. Theirs was a civilization that not only built monumental structures that defy time, but also crafted a rich cultural tapestry that continues to inspire wonder and awe today. And so, as we prepare to leave behind the grandeur of this period, we must also acknowledge the challenges that lay ahead for the ancient Egyptians. The decline of the Old Kingdom would usher in a period of instability and transformation, testing the resilience of this ancient civilization. Join me next as we venture into the complexities of the First Intermediate Period and the eventual resurgence of Egyptian power during the Middle Kingdom, where new pharaohs would rise to reclaim Egypt's former glory and pave the way for even more remarkable achievements in the centuries to come. Welcome back to our journey through the captivating world of ancient Egyptians. As we leave behind the grandeur of the Old Kingdom, we now find ourselves navigating the complexities of the First Intermediate Period, a time of significant turmoil and transformation that would ultimately pave the way for the resurgence of Egyptian power during the Middle Kingdom. This period, which spanned from approximately 2181 to 1991 BCE, was marked by a decline in centralized authority, leading to the fragmentation of Egypt into smaller kingdoms. The Old Kingdom's collapse was likely due to a combination of factors, including environmental disasters such as droughts and famines, economic troubles, and internal power struggles. As the central government weakened, regional governors, known as nomarchs, began to assert their independence, often engaging in petty squabbles and conflicts with one another. One of the most notable features of this era was the rise of 2 competing kingdoms, the 9th and 10th dynasties in Heracleopolis in Lower Egypt, and the 11th dynasty in Thebes in Upper Egypt. The Heracleopolitan kings struggled to maintain control over the entire country, while the Theban rulers gradually expanded their influence, eventually setting the stage for the reunification of Egypt under a single ruler. The First Intermediate Period also saw significant cultural and artistic developments. Despite the political instability, this era was marked by a flourishing of literary and artistic expression. The Instruction of Merakher, a wisdom text from this period, offers valuable insights into the moral and philosophical concerns of the time, while The Eloquent Peasant, a story about a peasant's quest for justice, showcases the Egyptians' enduring commitment to social justice and equality. As we delve deeper into this complex period, we come across accounts that highlight the Egyptians' resilience and adaptability in the face of adversity. The city of Thebes, which would eventually become the capital of a reunified Egypt, began to emerge as a major cultural and religious center during this time. The worship of Amun, the god of Thebes, gained prominence, and the construction of temples and other architectural projects continued, even in the face of political uncertainty. The eventual rise of the 11th dynasty, which would mark the beginning of the Middle Kingdom, was facilitated by the efforts of several key figures, including Montuhotep I, who reunified Egypt under a single ruler, and Montuhotep III, who launched successful military campaigns to expand Egypt's borders. The Middle Kingdom, which spanned from approximately 2040 to 1750 BCE, would see a resurgence in Egyptian power, culture, and artistic expression, as well as significant advancements in trade, diplomacy, and international relations. As we near the end of our exploration of the First Intermediate Period, we reflect on the significance of this tumultuous era in ancient Egyptian history. Despite the challenges and uncertainties of the time, the Egyptians demonstrated an enduring capacity for resilience, creativity, and innovation, laying the groundwork for the remarkable achievements that would follow during the Middle Kingdom. As the ancient Egyptians navigated the complexities of their own history, they left behind a rich legacy that continues to inspire wonder and awe today. In the words of the great Egyptian historian, Manetho, the Egyptians, being a nation of philosophers, have always been concerned with the study of wisdom, and have developed a profound understanding of the workings of the universe. As we conclude our journey through this fascinating period in ancient Egyptian history, we are reminded of the power of human creativity, resilience, and determination to shape the course of civilization. That's all for today's History with Herodotus. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, remember that to understand the present, we must first understand the past.